Welcome to Killyclogher. Derry are here. You see Fulcha on the wall in the background there. Welcome indeed to Killyclogher St Mary's. Derry are here, and they are in the Ulster Silver final for the very first time. They've never won an Ulster minor title, and they're in this final for the first time, so they've done tremendously well to get here. And they are out on what is a terrific pitch. Actually looks good on the camera, but you know what, when you're here you see how good it is. It's absolutely fantastic. Their seniors were training on it last night and you wouldn't even have known. It's in great nick, and that's good to know. And we have two finals here, so it'll take them no problem at all. And there's the number 14 for Derry, that's Megan Brown. She's from Dungiven and St Pat's Mahara. In fact, the full forward line are all from St Pat's Mahara. Good sprinkling as well from St Mary's Maharafelt, who've been very prevalent and very productive and successful as well at schools level the last couple of years, and indeed they're tipped to do very well again next year. So some very talented young ladies from there, and also from Derry City as well, and from places in between. We'll go through the teams in a minute, but just looking at Derry there for the moment, they are up against Armagh, and they are warming up away over to our right and getting ready for the... Well, it's 11:56 already. Do you know what? We'll just go to the teams. Never mind going to show you Armagh. Let's do the Derry team first and go through it for you. And let's have a look at it. Managed by Johnny Coyle, and his daughter Dervla is number 11. The rest of the team: Katie O'Kane is Maharafelt in goals. 2 is Clara Hayes from Slough-Manus. 3, the captain Shannon Moore, Faughonville. 4, Sarah McCauley from Claudy. 5, Maggie O'Kane, Ballymcguigan. 6, Casey King, another from Faughonville. 7, Aoife O'Neill, Moneymore. At midfield, vice captain Aoife Rocks from Greenlock is 8, and Annie Duffy Steelstown is 9. 10, Lauren Armstrong, another from Faughonville. Then 11 is Dervla. 12, Eve Mallet from Steelstown. 13, Emily Mullen from Ballyrin. 14, Megan Brown, and 15, Branna Brawley from, of course, Dungiven. And then Armagh, managed by Stephen Gologley, with plenty of help in there as well. In goals, Lily O'Neill from Tiernan-Og. 2, Aoife Hagan from Pierce Og. 3, Mia O'Hara, Clan-Erin. 4, Blahin Carraher from Mullabon. 5, Erin Malanafe from Clan-Erin. 6, Moya McGrain, same club. 7, the captain Anna Lavery from Ballyhagan. At midfield, you have Emma Hart from Pierce Og. And 9 is Alana O'Neill from Drummond-T. 10, Nicole O'Reilly from Mullabrack. 11, Aoife MacDonald from Clan-Erin. 12, Jessica McCreesh, Crossmidlen. And 13, Kiva Gologley from Derry Noose. And 14, Cassie Henderson. And yeah, Clan-Erin again, in fact, right up the middle. 3, 6, 11, 14, all from the same club, Clan-Erin. At number 15, you have Lily McBennett from Drummond-T. Not that we really expect Lily to stay in the corner, and indeed Cassie Henderson as well. They might come out the field a bit, they usually do. So the captains there in the middle, Shannon Moore on the left with the referee David Herson, and on the right Anna Lavery. So they're having a jovial chat in there, whatever that's about, but everything seems to be good, and we're getting ready for the start. Have to get the photographs taken first, and then we'll get underway. And of course we've the Platinum final on after this at 2 o'clock. That's going to be down against Donegal. So 2 live streams back to back here for you. So it's on Ulster Ladies YouTube, as will the game later on, and you can leave a message there on the live chat for me if you like, if there's anything you want to comment on. Alternatively, you can get me on my Instagram, and the Instagram is Jerome Quinn 1, and quite a few people did that yesterday after I asked for a little bit of assistance with information for the commentary. And there's also a minute silence which has been organised now, and that is for the grandfather of Jessica Band, the number 25 for Derry, her granddad Cameron. So, nearly ready for the start then. As I say, you can message me on the YouTube there and let me know what you think of how the game is going, that kind of thing. You can go onto YouTube there and there is the live chat there, or you can message me on Instagram at Jerome Quinn 1. David Hurson calling for the teams to come over to the middle. They're both still in their huddles. And there's a message coming through already, and a correction already. Thank you, Richard. Good to know. How did I get that wrong? Moya McGreen, number 6, of course, is not Clan Erin. She's Ballyhagan. I should have known that, but it may have been in the information I was given and I just put it in, but I should have known that. Of course, Paul McGreen's daughter. And one other bit of information has just come in, and it's about the minor finals tomorrow being streamed from Eugene. Eugene, I believe they are. And they are the gold and bronze finals. The bronze is Antrim v Monaghan at Killyclogher at 1 o'clock. And then you have Tyrone v Cavan, that's up in Convoy at 12:30. And there's actually a double header at Killyclogher, but the other game is the under 16 bronze final, and that is Antrim Fermanagh at 3 o'clock. Right, here we go. Derry against Armagh. Armagh playing from left to right. Not a breeze at all to talk about. We have had thundery showers forecast, but light ones, I think, if you can have light thunder. And David Hurson gets us underway then. Armagh against Derry. Derry would be the underdogs here, but they're used to that, I'd say. But they've done, as I say, extremely well to get to this stage, so they'll have a go. Now, the Armagh players just retreating inside their own 45 and indeed inside the arc there. They just said, you've got the ball, you can keep it. See if you can now come through. Well, that's great play by Branagh Brawley trying to take it to Derry. A good lively start by Derry going at them, and this is Dervla Coyle, but it's broken down, and Armagh's defensive system will prevail until they give it away. But there was a slap on the arm there, and it's going to be a free out for Armagh. Aoife Hagan from Pearse Oak, same club as Emma Hart. I'm doubting myself now when I talk about clubs that they're from after getting that one wrong about Moya McGreen, but I think that should be okay. That's Emma Hart from the Oaks. Now Lily McBennett, I did say she wouldn't play in the corner. Indeed, she's out around the middle doing her usual tricks and setting play up, and she can take her scores as well, but a really good playmaker, and that's ambitious from there, but just gone to way over to the left there. But a good promising start for Armagh. Good attack at pace, and indeed even their warm-ups were at pace. They are well drilled. The goalkeeper is Katie O'Kane from Mahra and doesn't get it short, and that nearly is intercepted by McBennett. Very close, but Maggie O'Kane from Ballymacguigan got it. Now there was a slap in there as well, and the referee, and well, he's certainly being consistent. If you can be consistent inside only 2 minutes. There's a couple of similar signals there, so something that I didn't spot it myself, but that's a free for Armagh to be taken by Nicole O'Reilly.
Stand up, Lauren. That's it, Casey.
This is McCreesh. It's funny the way some surnames are the same through the generations, and there's a lot of McCreeshes down the years. Remember Tom McCreesh, of course, from Crossmidland back in the day, and that's Golugly now, not Gallogly, just to be clear. That confuses a lot of people, and even when you're going to say it you think Gallogly, but it's Golugly, same as the Meath captain, Niamh Golugly. And this is her again from Derry Noose, and now McCreesh, who was talking about, and just goes to the right, and it's a wide. But better from Armagh, pressing, and good defending from Derry as well, actually. So it's a couple of wides, one on each side of the posts from Armagh. O'Kane will try again. And that one is intercepted by Jessica McCreesh this time, and she goes forward. She's got support from O'Reilly on the left, looks for her, finds her just about, and she spins nicely to put it over the bar for the first score. And that's taken exactly 3 minutes for Armagh to register 1 point, and it's Nicole O'Reilly from Mullabrack. Did have a look at that on the maps last night to See exactly where it is. I know there's a Mullabrack actually quite near here in Killyclogher, near Armagh. This is McCreesh again as they go forward looking for another score, and it's that combination of McBennett, then Henderson, and then surely the goal. No, a brilliant save from Killyclogh's effort by Katie O'Kane. Looks certain, but she blocked it at point blank range there. Really well done by the goalkeeper from Maherafelt. This is Brawley now for Dungiven. She looked lively in their first attack and showing great pace here now going forward, and she's got great support from Annie Duffy as well, and that's a lovely little 1-2. They're slicing through the defence. A lot of orange jerseys chasing them, blocking their way to goal, but this is a great attack. If they can just get the finish, they don't. Really good play by those two players, and really fast on the transition. Henderson comes out to meet this one and just about keeps it in, but they've got players over here. Well, all the players have gone up and now down the pitch, so there's space here now. Henderson looking for her first score and just about gets it as well. 2 points to nil, and a lot of that was her own work. I was telling you about Mullabrack. Mullabrack, it's sort of between Portadown and Banbridge, would that be right? Maybe not terribly far from Tullylish, if I'm right, down that sort of direction. Or have I? No, I'm talking to you about Banbridge being County Down, of course, but obviously on the Armagh side around there somewhere. This is Lauren Armstrong, one of the several from Faughanvale, and Derry showing good promise going forward, but of course if you don't get the finish, it doesn't matter. This is Megan Brown, but faced up by 3-4 players, and she's isolated here, and you can't do that. And indeed, she overcarried. Oh, the referee's given a signal there, and it's the same one or similar to one he made earlier. I don't know what it means actually, but Megan Brown, maybe she pushed her player away, something like that. Anyway, it's broken down, so there's a pattern developing here already. Derry going forward but unable to penetrate and actually get their scores. Haven't actually had a shot off yet, although their approach play up to there has been quite good. That's a great ball in from McBennett as well to Henderson. What a beautiful touch to Alana O'Neill, and Katie O'Kane comes to the rescue again, but it's a free in, and the referee indicates that she went in with the boot when the player was down with her hand. Six minutes gone. 3 points to the good for Armagh. 3 points to no score. Just looking around the pitch and seeing the tactics and structures and what have you. And it's quite open, really. There's one Armagh player sitting in as a kind of a +1, just waiting. And that kick out has gone straight to Lily McBennett, not for the first time, and now McCreesh. And she, do you know what, I think she was caught in two minds there. It was opening up for her and she was maybe thinking in goal, and then that came down and maybe just screwed her shot to the left when the player came across and put her off a little bit. But certainly lots of chances early on for Armagh, and it seems almost a matter of time before they get a goal. Coming up in 7 minutes then, and Derry having big problems with their kickouts. They got one away, if you remember. It was nearly intercepted, and 2 or 3 have been easily intercepted, and there's another one intercepted, and it's going into McBennett, and she will probably just take her point. I'll wait for the signal, and indeed it's gone over, and McBennett has made it 4 points to nil, and they are being suffocated, Derry, by their own kickouts. Armagh coming out and not having to work terribly hard, I think, to get those kickouts, but they are getting them rather easily. And Derry don't seem to have a lot of variety in them or a lot of movement. There's nobody available short, and they're all sort of going around the edge of the arc. Is there an edge of an arc? The end of the arc, the circumference of the arc, and they are being easily intercepted before the Derry players can get there. This one, she's gone way over to the right, but it's still, well, it was nearly gone to Alana O'Neill, and it's going to go out of play. So you could maybe rate that one as a little bit more successful. Comes into Aoife O'Neill, and Aoife does well, gives it to Brawley, and she's the speedster. Off she goes again. super play by her, and she's taken them all on her own, and with some success as well. She's gone past 2 or 3, and that's a good tackle coming in. Actually, I think it was Milanafi, but she still persists. The problem is that she's not linking up too much with the other players, and that's going to be, well, I'm not sure if it's a free, but it's going to be certainly held up anyway. There's tough tackling there from Milanafi, and another tough challenge coming in there as well as Derry try to go forward. Now, let me check on YouTube if there's any comments on there from everybody watching. Seems to be a big enough crowd on there, so feel free to leave a message there on the live chat, or as I say, you can get me on Instagram at Jerome Quinn. One will keep an eye on there as well. So the question about the minor finals tomorrow being streamed, they are being streamed tomorrow, yeah. So the gold final and the bronze final, to answer that for Eugene, they are being streamed tomorrow. In fact, they're both at the same time. One's at 12:30 and one's at 1 o'clock, but one's in Convoy and the other is in Errigal Kieran. So a free for Derry as we get going again. 9.5 minutes gone. Still without a score. They haven't actually had a shot, but they've gone pretty close, and really good approach play, and this is brilliant approach play. Oh, and she knows she put her hands to her head there, the number 11 Dervla Coyle, because she knew that was a chance. Now they have at least got a free in. There was a foul in there I think it was, but it opened up just for a moment, but the fullback got across there, Mia O'Hara. I'm hesitating to say now that she is Clonherron, but she is. So a free in for the number 11 Dervla Coyle to get them on the mark, and it's just gone to the right and no more. She put it high in the air and it just drifted slightly to the right. So it remains 4 points to no score after 10 minutes. Really good kick out, brilliant kick out, beautifully measured, and the player on the wing there went right over to the line to give great width to allow the goalkeeper to find her, and she found her beautifully. Confidence in each other. This is Coyle again, looking to make amends, but it's broken down and Henderson has it. And Armagh pretty much in control of this game. Really good forwards. Jessica McCreesh, and it just sort of closed in a little bit on her there. I say they're forwards, but of course their defence has been outstanding so far. The Armagh defence very well drilled in there, and anything Derry have thrown at them, they have got in and around and blocked it or turned it over. Short one, but too short. So Derry did go for a short one, but it was inside the D, and Armagh taking it quickly and straight into the net. And is he going to allow that? I think he is, and indeed he has given it. And it's Alana O'Neill from Drummond T. You see there that the free was inside the D, and quick thinking by Alana to put it straight into the net and punish Derry. 1-4 to no score. They go short again, and this one does go over the D and is picked up, but look at the pressure from 3 Armagh players. But she's broken out really well and took 5 players out of the game. That was terrific play actually by Aoife O'Neill from Moneymore. Can get it to Aoife Rocks, but Aoife runs into traffic. Still going though, and really good play from her, but just individual efforts all over the pitch from the Derry players there, and they end up going down blind alleys and trying to take on 4 or 5 players. Casey King scoops that one up, and there's room over on this side actually, because Lauren Armstrong is here if required. But this is Brawley. I didn't even need to look to see the number. I can tell now the way she plays with such pace and power. Very direct kind of player, and the referee brings it back now. You may have noticed, I'm sure you have, in 12 minutes he's been very consistent in the way he's given those awards for that kind of tackling. So the slap going in is being penalised. He does try to give advantage. Now Coyle with their second chance from a free. This looks like a tougher one, but she gives it a really good dig. I think that might be over, you know, or is it just inside the post? Yes, it is. Point from Dervla Coyle from Steelstown, and that will please her dad Johnny, the manager. 1-4 to 1. Very easy from the kick out. Very easy from the short kick out. And I think it was Blaine Carragher who took it from her goalkeeper. Now that's broken down though. That's a little bit sloppy from Armagh. And it's Armstrong. And good crossfield ball actually as well. That's good. Let the ball do the work, and they get it out to Emily Mullen. Mullen inside the arc, but not too many options ahead. It's not exactly a colour clash, but if you're watching in black and white, you'd be in bother, but nobody watches in black and white anymore. And this is Aoife Rocks. Of course, they both got the black shorts and then the red and the orange. At times you have to look twice just to make sure. It'll be Armagh on the transition then, and it is Jessica McCreesh, and she's been very lively. Good left foot on her as well, and tries to pop that one through, but just a little bit too intricate there, looking for O'Neill, the goal scorer. Derry will try again with Brawley. Brawley from Dungiven, where have I heard that before? That's brilliant from her, and she goes round two players. Terrific play. Has she got the finish? She deserves a score. Yep, and she gets it as well. That is fantastic play by Branna Brawley, the number 15 from Dungiven. Easily Derry's best player so far. She carries a big threat. She's got lots of power, pace and poise. Coming up to the first quarter mark then, and Cassie Henderson, I did say she wouldn't be playing in full forward. She's out there dictating the play. She's able to solo and direct as well. And now the ball drilled in from McBennett to that full forward line. And at the second time of asking, Gulugli is able to scoop it up. Has attention there from Macaulay, but gets it through. And look who's up there. It's a centre half back, fisting it over the bar. And that is Moya McGrain from Ballyhagan, daughter of Paul McGrain. And makes it 1-5 to 2. And these kickouts have been problematic for Derry. Exactly now in the 15-minute mark, and that is intercepted as well by O'Neill to McBennett. Now will he take a point? Will he go for goal? She drills it. Oh, she certainly did go for goal. Lily McBennett giving the goalkeeper no chance and punishing Derry in this Ulster Minor Silver final here in Killyclogher. And 15 minutes in, Armagh already well in control. And McBennett with that super left foot, you knew she had one thing in her mind, and she went for it and she got it. 2-5 to 2 then. This is Eve Mallet for Derry to Annie Duffy. Duffy showing good pace and power as well. Has to come inside, and nice little 1-2. She could take her score here if she's a little bit of room, but Armagh doing very well not to foul. Trying to get the block in there. That was Lavery, but it's a well taken score. Very well taken score from Derry, and they do have some good forwards, some good players all over the field. And of course it was Coyle again, and that's her second out of 3. 2-5 to 3. It's easy to say take the goals out of it, but the goals have hurt them badly. But they might get one back here. Cuts a great ball through to Megan Brown, and it's a one-on-one. Oh, great finish as well. The goalkeeper did her best. She did well to get down to that Lily O'Neill, but it was a great finish by Brown, and it's another from the Dungiven players, and indeed they're all from St Pat's Mahara in that full forward line. Lovely ball over the top, and they have got right back into this game. 2-5 to 1-3. It was 9 in it. It was 11-2 only a minute ago, but that's much, much better. But here come Armagh again. It's the deadly duo. It's Henderson and McBennett, but it breaks down, and back there is Eve Mallet for Derry. Well, they'll be lifted a little bit by getting that goal and a point, you would imagine, but they just seem to be not quite as coordinated and fluent as Armagh, and Armagh looking to lift their game a little bit here now, and Gulugli doesn't need to be asked. She looked at thinking about taking a score there, but then wisely said no. But they do seem to move the ball and play more as a team, and that one though has gone well to the right and wide. But Derry just seem to be playing more as individuals, and they're very good individuals, but they don't seem to just knit together as much. But they have good scores coming from good players with plenty of ability out there. So it's individual ability, but it is doing okay for them. They've got 1-3 on the board, and they've got a kick out. That's a start. Aoife O'Neill gets it, but there you see they run into trouble, and they have to find a way out. That's better. That's much better. 3 players involved. Mallet again. They're moving it around. Well, never mind thundery showers. Actually, there are grey clouds here, but It's perfect for football, super pitch and no wind. Now that's a little bit intricate, and it's intercepted by McCreesh and immediately dispatches it. Oh, lovely little bit of skill from McBennett again, and it breaks down. The two Drummond T girls there, I think that was, but didn't quite get it together, and Derry get it. There's a good bite about this game now. And I hear the Derry management down below us as well, trying to encourage their players. They're sensing that they could maybe get something here, and they have it a threat, you know. But as I say, it's usually individual, but they are kicking the ball well. That's a good pass out from the number 15, looking for Brown, the goal scorer, but that's Mia O'Hara getting across for Armagh. And that's Lavery. Lots of room again. Derry have committed quite a few players, and there's lots of room in the middle. And they get it up to McBennett. Oh, good tackling actually, wasn't it? I was going to say it was a nice bit of skill, but it was great play by Maggie O'Kane to dispossess her. And it is turning into, well, that old cliche, end to end. It's gone up and down, and lots of players committing, and it's very open at the minute. Armagh have their structure, but it's quite open. And Brawley from Derry is giving them all they want and giving them a lot of trouble, and oh, she's very close there, but it's just wide. But yeah, Derry are giving Armagh lots to think about here, and they're turning them over and running at them and getting some success too. Still a fair way back on the scoreboard, but there's the goal. Really good composed finish as well into the corner off the goalkeeper. So 2-5-1-3 coming up to the 20-minute mark. And this game has become more interesting. The first 10 I wasn't so sure, but it's very interesting now. Armagh haven't scored for maybe 5 or 6 minutes. That might be about to change, and it is. Goal ugly from Derry Noose with a super finish from distance. Well, she's got a bandage on her leg there, but it certainly didn't affect her at all. Just inside the D. Great score. 2-6 to 1-3 then. 12 plays 6 double scores. I'd have done better from these kickouts. Ooh, that was right on the line. Right. Remember the goal a few minutes ago? I think it was a very similar one, but that was inside. That was definitely outside, but just... Well, Derry, they do play very direct, and some of the balls you think, oh, that's not going to reach, and then it does. They play on right on the line, on the limit, and it's been working for them when they go forward. They are causing trouble, but that's good defensive work. Emily Mullen was involved there for Derry, but good play by the Armagh defence. And that's Aoife Hagan now on this side. Trying to see who got that interception in to give her a bit of credit. She's wearing the blue boots, to see her back there. She's taking a wee rest. I'll get her name in a minute as we follow the play up to Killyclogher again. And they're in again, and it is McCreesh, and there's another goal. It's a third goal, and there's a punch in the air from the Armagh management down below us. That's much better from them. They were a little bit worried there for a few minutes. They still had a 6-point lead, but they were a bit worried the way the game was going, and that has just calmed it all down a bit. The interception that I was talking about was by Anna Lavery, by the way, of course, the captain, just at the start of that. So you could say that led to the goal. It's McBennett again, full of tricks. And in natural order, you could say, is being restored again. Now Cassie Henderson, oh my goodness, she's going for it from there. What a score by the captain from last year's under-16s, and 17th birthday today. Happy birthday to her, and look at the ability there to take that from almost outside the arc, nonchalantly over the bar from the girl from Clonairon. Happy birthday, Cassie. Classy score, classy Cassie, 3-7 to 1-3. Capable of, there's not many minor players capable of scoring from that sort of distance, certainly that easily. That might be another one over the keeper. Oh, it just comes off the post. Well, she was caught out earlier, and she might still concede one. No, it goes over the bar this time from McCreesh. But it is another score in Armagh, just piling on the scores now, and Derry in trouble again at the back. I thought that was going to be like the one from the free that went over the keeper's head. Well, it did go over the keeper's head, but not into the net this time. Okay, and again. And goes for safety, put it up the middle, and there was 2 Derry players actually. It turned out to be a good kick out. Armstrong's over here, in lots of room. Armagh players retreating to let her have the ball. Henderson comes over. And they have their structure there. They sort of let you go to the 45 and then they'll close in on you, but that's brilliant from Brawley. She goes right at them. She's no fear at all. That could be the score of the game so far. Oh, is it just to the right? No, it is. I thought he was giving away there, but then he said it's over the bar. That was brilliant from Brawley. She's been really, really impressive in this game and shows no fear and goes straight at them. 3-8 plays 1-4. That's Carragher. Lavery. Simple kick over the top to Aoife McDonald in lots of room, and Derry chasing. Nicely knitted together as Henderson went for her own score, but it was well blocked down actually by Shannon Moore, the captain of Derry. One of the several from the Faughan Vale club up there on the coast, on the north, and nicely dispatched and easily over the bar from Aoife McDonald. And all of the forwards, well, are they all on the score line so far? Maybe, I think they are actually. I think all of the forwards have scored already. I'm sure someone will tell me. But I'm pretty sure I've commentated on all of them scoring, and Alana O'Neill as well. I think they have. Nicole O'Reilly got one. Aoife's just got one there now. McCreesh got one. McBennett got the goal. Henderson got a point a minute ago, and Gallogly got a point off her left foot. So I think all the 6 forwards have scored already for Armagh. And we are 24 minutes in. This is Emily Mullen in the corner for Derry. Faced up by Blahin Carragher. And does well. Just jockeys, doesn't jump in, doesn't commit, and doesn't foul. This is Annie Duffy. And that's a good ball in actually. And it's found Coyle, who spins and... Is it just over or just to the right? I'm waiting for the flag. And indeed, it's over the bar. And again, really good sort of direct old style traditional football from Derry. And sometimes it just works. It was a ball that most teams wouldn't play. It wasn't what you would call a percentage ball, but it certainly did work when you've good players in there. And Coyle, I think that's her 3rd point out of the 1-5. This is Brown, who got the goal. And tries to go on the inside and then blazes it, but it goes right across the goals, and I think it's actually going to stay in play, and it does.
Keep the ball! Keep the ball!
The word from the sideline you might hear is keep the ball for Derry, or for Armagh rather, against Derry, and they do that. They work it through the hands going up the field to get it up to those dangerous forwards. But there's the backs coming up. Carragher's come all the way up, and she's staying up. Looking to link it in. It was nearly a hand in there from Mallet, and they do get it turned over Derry. Now, a lot of Armagh players have committed to attack, so if they can move this quickly, but no, because Gallogly did really well there to turn it over. Turn over the turnover. McBennett looks up, but there's a lot of Derry players back there. In fact, there's no one in the full forward area there really at all centrally. The only one in there now is Lavery, actually the captain from number 7. So Gallogly tries some distance, and she says, if Henderson can do it, I can do it. Let's see if it was a bit further out, was it? No, a little bit further in, but really good dig, and I think that's her 2nd point so far. I see some of the minor players for the next game appearing over at the entrance at the building you see there in the shot on the far side. Looks like a house, a big house. I think that's Donegal arriving for the next game. Oh, here's Armagh again. Well, O'Neill got 1 goal already. She looks like she's intent on trying to get another. A few tricks to keep it in play, and it's 2 in a row for Gallogly for Armagh. Stretches out to 3-11 to 1-5, and we're 2.5 to half-time. Don't see any comments actually on the live chat, but there's a big audience there online for this game, enjoying this game, so feel free to leave a message there and I'll keep an eye on it. Armagh's Henderson goes again, but straight into the goalkeeper's arms this time. Derry trying to get out. Easier said than done, but when they get forward they do carry a threat, that's for sure. This is better, leading it off to Brawley, And off she goes. She doesn't need to be asked twice. She's got the gloves on. They all had. There was a skiff of rain, so the surface was a little bit greasy before the start. But it still slipped from her grasp, and eventually that is going to be a free out for Armagh as their defence holds tight. And really, they've just been caught once with that goal right up the middle. It was a turnover, and no one was marking closely with Brown. They were expecting an attack, but they've tightened up a lot since then. They've conceded 6 scores, but at the other end, 3-11 is some scoring for a first half of a game, and they're not finished yet. This is Hart, but that's a little bit loose and scooped up and taken by Casey King. Does well. And the challenge coming in then from Milanofi, but that's a really good turn, spin away and pace from Brawley. Of course it's Brawley, and she's 4 players around her, still gets her kick away and doesn't get it on target though. And the referee ticking there for something, might have been for one of the challenges from Armagh, although he had given the advantage. He says something about pushing. Yeah, short kick out again. Armagh, I think Armagh must have 100% rate from all of their kickouts in the first half. Now that ball actually went over the dugout and round the back. It might have hit our van. Can't be having that. Would knock the stream off. This is Armstrong for Derry, and we're about 25 seconds left of normal time in the first half, and that's a good run by Mallet. A couple of players over there actually, and this shot just screws off her boot, and that's another wide. So that looks like it's going to be that at halftime. Let me add that up. So it's 20 against 8, 12 points in it coming up to halftime. Don't think we'll have too much extra at the end of this half. Haven't been any big stoppages. There was one actually, maybe near the, yeah, there was one near the start, wasn't there? Henderson moves it on quickly to Nicole O'Reilly. And did Nicole get a score in the first half? I think she did, yeah. I was saying did all of them get one, and is that another one? No, it's gone wide to the right. So we will go off at half time, but before they do that, I'm just going to check my messages on the likes of Instagram. As I said, you can get me there, Jerome Quinn 1, or on the YouTube live chat there. Feel free to leave a comment there on what you think so far. And that, oh, she stepped inside again there, you know, but I think the referee has maybe turned a little bit of a blind eye to that one. And look at the pressure on her, but she does well to get it away. So we've actually had nearly a minute of added time. Maybe we'll have one more, I would imagine. That's taken by Mallet. Does well to get it inside, but there's no more time. It was exactly 1 minute, and it's half time. And it's Armagh 3-11, Derry 1-5 in this Ulster Minor Silver final in Killyclogher. We'll be back in about 10 minutes' time with the second half. Welcome back for the second half here at St Mary's GAC Killyclogher. I did pick up something there about a change at half time, but I didn't get all the details. But I've just spotted, hold on, Armagh. That's 27 out there for them. And I think it said number 11 would be off, and that would be Aoife McDonald for Armagh. Certainly in that position. And there's a tall girl in there wearing 27 for Armagh now for the start of the second half, and that would be 27 would be Amia Brennan, another from Mullabrack. Talked about Mullabrack in the first half, so 2 from that club out there now for Armagh. So that looks to be the change, I think, for McDonald. I presume for McDonald. I thought I heard the number 11, so 1 change for them. You're looking at the middle of the field and you see Cassie Henderson on the right, number 14. The rest are the 8s and 9s. Managers making their way across and 1 or 2 officials, so it'll be another 30 seconds. One of them has got the ice box there, so they're carrying that over, so that'll take a little while. Don't see any other changes. Positionally, I can see Lily McBennett, 15. Well, she's out left half forward. That's pretty much where she has been playing. And Armagh playing from right to left in this second half then, and David Herson about to get us underway. And off we go then. Second half of the Ulster Minor Silver Final, with Armagh very much in control at half-time. They were in control the first 10 minutes or so, and then Derry had a very nice little spell of their own and got a goal and got it back to about 5, I think it was. But Armagh showing their class, and now they get it to the sub, Brennan, and she moves it nicely, and the finish isn't there, but nice individual play, but team play, if you know what I mean there. She was getting involved, but nice bit of skill from her and just transferring it through the hands. The Derry players in the first half tended to go forward in once and try to do it all themselves. And 1 or 2 times it actually worked. Goal ugly for Armagh involved. That's a bit of a block on it, but it's still dangerous in there. Well taken though by Clara Hayes. Number 2 from Slockmanis. They get it out to Coyle. Run into trouble though, and the referee will hold that one up for a second. And I think he was worried there was a head injury there. He's indicating that, I think. Yeah, so just holding on there for a second, and then he's, I think, going to hop it. So just checking online to see everything's okay there. I put the goal up at, or one of the points up at half time from Cassie Henderson online, just to mark the first half, and also of course to mark her birthday. So one of the highlights of the first half, even though there were 3 goals as well. I couldn't be right. It says 1,000 views already on Instagram. Well, that's what it says. Maybe it is. Instagram is that popular these days, I guess. That's Henderson again with another good dig, and right on cue. As I looked up, she underlines what I was saying about her. A little 1-2. Well, a 1-3 actually from McBennett. Well, they all knit together so well at this stage, don't they? Nice point from Henderson that I make her second of the day, and both from a considerable distance. And that was a powerful one. This is Golugli again. And she is a tricky player, isn't she? Nice little scoop up and confident play. And now McBennett. And the 2 of them, well, all of them causing so much bother. And she can go on left, she can go right, but just took maybe a second or a step too many. Just to let you know, at the end of this game we will stay on for the cup presentation, and there will be a player of the match award as well, which you're welcome to contribute to. I'll take your opinions on it. Not quite yet, we're a bit early, but plenty of contenders from the Armagh point of view. And Branna Brawley actually from Derry, she deserves a shout the way she's played so far. But it's the Armagh team unit that is really doing well here, and this is their captain, and just forced to carry it out of play. That's really good hustling and hassling there from the Derry duo there, from Brawley and from Rocks. So Derry have been impressive in spurts, I think it's fair to say. Duffy, there's some good spirit about them, and she's trying to take the defence on, but that's going to be a free out. Free out for Armagh, so that'll hold the play up for just a second or two, I think. And the referee just makes sure that she's okay, and off we go again. And it's Lavery from Ballyhagan, same as Moya McGreen, just to the left of her. So 6 and 7 for Armagh from Ballyhagan. And you'd be thinking at this point, Anna Lavery will be lifting the cup in there. She got her goal in the first half, and happy to take a point on that occasion, but really good play, linking up, and there was certainly a sniff of a goal, but she took the safe option. 3-13 to 1-5. This is Aoife O'Neill. As Derry come again with their midfielder Duffy. Good running off the shoulder from Brawley to take that at an angle. And that one spills, but she might get it actually the second time round, but strong play from Malanafi coming in there, and Armagh do get the decision. Or do they actually? It's come back out. Well, maybe it was from an earlier infringement. So Armagh, with all of their requisite players back inside the 45. Derry will go at them. In theory, there should be more room. Well, actually, they've now brought one of those 3 players up inside, which would be a breach under the new rules. Armagh get it on the break. Oh, hold on, no, they don't. It's been given away, and Derry have stolen it back. There's a half a goal chance here, is there? And it's definitely a free in. Aoife Rocks fouled there after she had snatched away possession, and that was good play by Aoife Rocks, as it was a minute ago. She really is a gutsy sort of a player, but the tackle came in there, and indeed it was a connection with the face, inadvertently, of course, but a free in, and a painful one for her. But Derry showing signs of life, and indeed a revival, not giving up at all, and taking it to their opponents here. And the referee will just hold this up for a second or two while she gets a bit of treatment for that. Don't worry, I haven't gone away. I'm just checking messages and comments online on YouTube. There's one there, and on Instagram, as I say, you can get me there as well. Jerome Quinn 1, and that applies for the next game as well at 2 o'clock in the Ulster Minor Platinum final, and that one will be Donegal, who I now see over on the far side, going towards the dressing room area, and they will be up against Down in that decider. Looking forward to that one, actually. Free in then, and it's Coyle. I think she got 3 points in the first half, so this to be her 4th of the day. And Derry's first of the second half as well. 3-13, 1-6. It's a really good kick out, although maybe just a bit too much pace off the firm ground, and Lavery wasn't able to keep it in, and that's played in there by Mullen nice and quickly towards Brown. That worked in the first half for a goal when they got it into her. Lavery shows good pace and good awareness and pops it over the top to Henderson, and Henderson looking for the runners and gets a willing runner from Nicole O'Reilly, and this is Alana O'Neill, who was hugging the touchline, giving width to the attack, and then spins inside. Derry, lots of players back, and they're trying to stretch them here, Armagh, and have done so quite nicely. And will you get the reward? They don't. Good counter attack there, all the way up from the far end of the pitch, but no score. 8.5 minutes in. And it's 3-13. It's 22 plays 9, so a 13-point game. I imagine the benches down below me will be emptying in the next 10 minutes or so, but I don't see any movement just yet. Well, actually, as I say that, I do see movement. 17 for Armagh, looking to come on. And that's given away. And Derry give it away rather cheaply, and they give it away to Cassie Henderson, and she just pops a soft little ball in to Nicole O'Reilly. And Armagh, you feel, could really step it up at any moment here. They've lots of good finishers, and this is McBennett. Needs some support and gets it, and she gets it from Killyclogher, and that left foot has been very, very accurate and effective today. And that was all from the turnover, so another score from Armagh to go to 3-14. And the subs starting to come on. The first one for Armagh, maybe in the next clutch. Well, it's a bit of a positional switch, actually, so I'm looking to see what is happening there. The number 3 has gone off. That's O'Hara. And yeah, there's a little bit of changing at the back, but basically number 17 is on. That's Mia McLaughlin. Another from Mullabrack. So it's 3 from Mullabrack. And 2 have come on as subs. Free in for Armagh. Over carrying is the decision. And it's Killyclogher who will try it. This is Henderson distance, her sort of territory. This one from a free, not from play, but she's certainly confidently eyeing it up. Doesn't have the distance. And Derry will emerge with this one. Oh, hold on. She's got it back, Killyclogher, and it's blocked at the second time of asking, and out for another 45. And the block, I think, was from Casey King. So just past the 40-minute mark. Derry lining up a sub now. I'm a perfect place to pick up the subs. It's all done right in front of me. A dugout to the right and one to the left. And the fourth official in the middle. So they all have to come to him so I can see them before they happen. That's a great dig from Killyclogher, actually off the ground, isn't it? Great strike, and good to see that kind of strike still coming off the ground. But didn't quite make it, and Derry come out again to try and get up the field. Coyle asks for it, gets it. Brawley asks for it as well and gets it. 4 players emerging in her, but she is so much. Lavery and has O'Reilly, one of the trio from Mullabrack. To Lavery again. McBennett spins but isn't able to get through. Good defending from Derry again to keep her out. This is Moira McGreen. We'll try the other side then. And there's the sub who's just come in. McBennett. As he changed the angle of the attack. And look who's up there. It's the number 2. It's Aoife Hagan from Pearse Oak joining in. And why not? This is O'Neill. And she was named at midfield but played more in the forwards and got that first goal, if you remember, from quick thinking. Derry have turned that one over. And their number 8 is Aoife Rocks. So 21 is going to be coming on for Derry. That's the news. And 21 is Jeannie O'Kane. As Derry go on the attack here. Not too many options. She needs a bit of support, so she's just holding it up. But then the hand in comes from Moya McGreen, and she does well, but there had been a foul before that. And that will allow the substitution now to take place. And it's 21 for 13, so Emily Mullen of Derry will come off. 21 is going on. That's Jeannie O'Kane, and she's from the Sean Dolan's club. And I've been there. Was there a couple of years ago at the World Games. We went up to that club, a really nice setup there in Derry City. High up in the hills up from Celtic Park and in the Brandywell. This is Annie Duffy for Derry. That one's blocked down from Coyle and Armagh as the sun comes out here. It's gone quite nice and warm here. It's Henderson takes it and moves it really quickly and gets it up to Alana O'Neill. And Alana looks for her club mate McBennett, who was just waiting for it, knew she'd get it. And Killyclogher, who's had an increasing role to play in this game, very influential, and you just know she's going to kick it off that left foot and usually get a score. But Derry have got it back, and this is a good transition from them, actually. And Brennan trying to get back, and a strong tackle coming in, but they've all gone to the ball, which means that there's room here for the sub, and she's doing well, but now she's run into traffic. 3 players around her and eventually blocked out by Carragher. And now another sub. I told you it would be emptying the benches, and it's 19 this time for 9 for Armagh. So that means that Alana O'Neill gets a rest, and 19 comes in, and that is Ruby Murphy from Whitecross. So coming up to the 3/4 mark. 45 for Derry, into Brown, and the midfielder is Duffy. And that looks pretty good, or is it just to the left? No, it's inside the post, and a good score. And that is Derry's, can't remember what they had at half time. It was either 1-4 or 1-5, I think it was. But yeah, they've definitely scored 2 in the second half. One from a free, might have been another one. But anyway, it's 1-7 now. Plays 3:14. And the sun has come out. It's a lot warmer and brighter now in the last few minutes. And it's like real championship weather out there. And as I said at the start, the pitch is perfect. Really, really good. Nick Henderson there, she thought about it, didn't she? Killyclogher didn't need to think about it. She goes for it, but that's gone to the left and wide. Just checking the benches and also checking your comments on YouTube and on Instagram there. Somebody saying they're surprised Cavan aren't in the Platinum final. Well, yeah, they are in it quite a lot, but not this year. Well, in fact, last year it was Monaghan and Antrim, if I remember, in the Platinum final in Crossmaglen. Or was that Cavan? Maybe it was Cavan. It was Cavan beat Antrim in that final, was it? Can't remember now. It must have been. I think it was, yeah. Yeah, it was definitely. I'm remembering it now. It was, yeah. They were in it last year, but not this year. Free, which Coyle will take. No, she won't actually. She might leave it to Duffy. She will leave it to Duffy. She has been taking them all, but Duffy takes over the free taking duties here, unless they're going to try and work something. Oh, they're thinking about it. And they think about it again. She goes for Brown, but that's well defended. That's Malanafi coming out. She really is a tenacious, tight defender, and she spots danger. And now she wants to get up the field as well. That's terrific play from her. Well, she won the ball, so she may as well go forward and see what they could do to make use of it, and leaves it off to O'Reilly here. And this is McBennett now. This is great football from Armagh, but do they have the finish? Derry have got all their players back in there, and they've just created a bit of a blanket in there and trying to keep Armagh out, and that has been the problem when they haven't transitioned directly. But they'll try again. This is Hart. McCreesh. They're good shooters though, so they don't always need to just get through like Killyclogher. They're going around the edges here. Now they work it in, and that's one of the subs, but just a little bit too strong. And that's Derry's fullback Shannon Moore, also the captain. And a lot of Armagh players actually have committed to the attack, so if this is a good accurate ball, and it is, to Megan Brown, but she's on her own. Little bit of support on the far side, but it's all orange jerseys around her, so it's a big ask. And I think she's just realised that, tries to give it back, but has inadvertently given it right back to Armagh. Almost 48 minutes gone, a very open game now, and this is McBennett again. Now there's loads of room to see if they can get through. She's thrown a few shapes. Free if she needs it, but they've been given advantage and they've made use of that, and that's gone to the right, so now it will be brought back. Another sub for Armagh coming up, and it's number 18 this time, and that's Olivia Campbell from Clonairon. So she will come on in the next minute or so. The referee's actually, I think, going to allow it now before the free. Yep, he is. 18 for 8. So Emma Hart comes off. Actually, it's not. It's 18 for 10. was wondering there. I looked up, but he had 18 and 8, and then he switched it. So 10 is off. That's Nicole O'Reilly. She gets a hug on the sideline as that one goes to the left and wide from Killyclogher. 11 to go then, and Armagh well in control. 3:14 to 1-7. First of 4 minor finals this weekend. We've another one coming up directly after this at 2 o'clock down in Donegal. That's the Platinum final. That's the top one. And then tomorrow you've a double header. No, you don't have a double. Well, you have a double header, but it's under 16 and minor in Errigal Kieran. So the bronze minor final, Antrim v Monaghan at Errigal at 1 o'clock. And then the bronze under 16 final at Errigal at 3 o'clock. That's Antrim and Fermanagh. And that leaves one minor final. It's the gold final, and that's between Tyrone and Cavan, played up in Donegal at Convoy at 12:30. Brawley for Derry being pursued, but that never stops her. This is Coyle. And this is Mallet for Derry. Oh, she's walked right through them all and nearly got a decent shot away as well. Just find a little bit of a gap there. But instead it's Armagh now who will transition, and it's a race up the field. Look at the pace of them all, and it's Lavery, the captain, with plenty of running, been followed, and that's given away though, but there was a foul. Turned into a really nice day here. And Armagh go short with it and get it back to Lavery. Is the captain going to get a score? Leaves it off instead. I think that's inside the posts, and it is a really good score, and she thanks her captain for the pass. I think it was a Killyclogher. Oh, I didn't watch it on the replay there, but anyway, I'm sure you worked it out. It's a point, 9 to go for Armagh. And that's now 15 points they've scored, as well as the 3 goals. Derry get it away from the short kick out this time and get it as far as Mallet. Good play, straight up the middle. Saw a little bit of a gap and went for it, and that's ambitious because there's 2 Armagh players going over there, and indeed they get it back. Campbell to Malanafi and Henderson, and Armagh cruising. Totally in control here, and the subs are adding. Oh my goodness, that was nearly a terrific pass all the way through. There was nearly a goal chance there. Didn't quite make it, but you feel it. Armagh are only in second gear. They could lift it if they wanted. Their subs coming on, every bit as good as the players that are out there. This is Brawley again, and she just puts head down and goes, but runs into 4 or 5 players and still gets her kick away. She got it. Oh. Well, her team's been well beaten today, but this girl, Branner Brawley, has been so impressive all through the game. Very direct, and she can score from distance even with 4 or 5 players hanging off her. And we are getting to player of the match stage, and do you know what? She's even in with a shout, even though her team has been beaten really well here today. That says a lot. So she certainly will get a mention, Branner Brawley. But I'll now take your contenders for player of the match as we go into the closing stages. The referee said that was 2 bounces. Didn't spot that myself. I was looking at something else, but maybe it was. He's right on the spot. Another sub for Armagh, 23 for 7. The captain has been given a rest. That's Anna Lavery, and it's 23 who is on for Armagh now, and that's Sive McKeever from Drummond. So leave a wee message there, just a name even will do, who you think is a contender for player of the match, and we'll decide that in the next few minutes, and we'll stay on indeed for the presentation as well at the end of the game. But I'd be interested who you think is a player of the match so far. A few minutes left yet, maybe to sway it, but there's a few obvious contenders there. I mean, the defence has been very solid all over. Blahin Carragher, Erin Malanafi, very good. McGrain, Lavery, of course, the captain. And further up the field, well, I suppose it's always the forwards who you remember for some of the really nice scores and forward play. Henderson tries that one, goes to the left and wide. Lily McBennett, of course, Gologly, Jessica McCreesh, you know, they all had good games today. Derry lining up a sub then. And this time it is their number 17, looks like, coming on. 17 for Derry is Kiva McCluskey from the Claudy Club. This is Maggie O'Kane for Derry. And, you know, fair play to them. With 5 minutes to go, they're so far behind, but they keep going and going. But this one is broken down. It's getting tougher and tougher as the game goes on, of course, but strong midfield play by Emma Hart until it's just a little bit misjudged there going forward. Annie Duffy for Derry, but look who's there, it's Milanafi. Yeah, she's had a really good game. And as I say, these awards usually go to the forwards, but maybe in the day that's in it, it would be nice to give it to somebody like Milanafi. Campbell now for Armagh as they go forwards. Again, looking for another score. She's not looking to take her own score, just leaves it off. And look who's up there. It's Aoife Hagan, number 2. She's been in the forwards a lot this half, and that's Henderson, but goes to the right and wide. So less than 5 to go. And Derry make their change. Sarah McCauley coming off. And she is from the Claudy Club. Now, if I'm reading that right, is that Claudy for Claudy? It is. 2 players from the same club. So we're in the last 5. And that's gone all the way over. And Derry with a chance to get up the field. But look who's there again, it's Milanafi. Look at the way that she turns and fights for the ball. She has impressed me right from the start of the game. And this is McCreesh. 56.5 then, just the 3.5 to go. McBennett pulling the strings as usual for Armagh. Doesn't see a way through there though. And it's been forced into the corner, but pops an interesting ball in there. And it's a nice 1-2 as well, and might get a score at the end of it. And how did she get a score from that position? I don't quite know. Let's watch it again. Lovely ball in and went for the reply. Well, that's superb play by McBennett, you have to say, to get a score out of that situation. 22 for 14 means Megan Brown is coming off for Derry, and 22 coming on is Lauren Taylor from Slough-Manus. The kick out has gone all the way through to Moya McGreen. This is Hart. McGreen again. Got a point in the first half, remember. McBennett goes for it from distance. Well, that might turn out to be a really good pass. Oh, good safe hands from Katie O'Kane, though. 2.5 to go. That's good play by Brawley to get out in front to win the ball, and then she always puts the head down, puts the burners on, and off she goes. Throws it into the corner looking for Coyle. Gets her as well. It's quite cold up in here in this box, actually, and I'm jealous of those players out in the sun. I'd like to get out in the sun in a minute, maybe. Get a bit of heat. It's good play for Armagh. Their substitutes all getting involved, and the ball delivered quickly, as Henderson tends to do. Let the ball do the work, and Derry now trying to get players back. They've 5 there. It's 5 against 4. But Armagh have the ball, and is it a free in? It's a free out. He's touched on the ground. 1.5 to go then. Derry once more going forward, and it's Mallet. And again, they just go direct. And again, it's individuals Gets a little bit of support from the sub, and it breaks down. Free in for Derry. And a tick for the challenge as well. Matters not at this stage, I would think. 3:16.18, so it's 25 plays 11. 14-point game. 1 minute to go. And she's lining this one up like she's going to try it from there. Gives it a good dig, Coyle, but in giving it power, I think she lost direction. So at the end, I'll probably wrap it up and wait until the presentation takes place, because you've heard enough from me. So at the final whistle, I'll do that. But we will stay on and we will pick it up in the presentation. So for now, I just want to say, with 30 seconds of normal time, well done to Derry for their application here. They've stuck to their task, even though there's Killyclogher with another effort. Even though they've been up against it, it's their first ever time in the silver final. They've never won a minor title, and first in their silver, so it's an achievement to get here. And they have acquitted themselves well at times today against a very good Armagh team, it has to be said. Very, very good Armagh team. So no shame in getting beat by this team today, who've been around the blocks quite a lot over the last number of years at under 16 and minor, and very, very impressive. Another sub for Derry, and this time it's 26 going on, and that's Alicia McLaughlin from Dungiven. Will maybe get a little bit of play at the end, if she can get on, actually. And that's gone out of play. Ball went out, so she'll get her chance right now. Right down below us, 26 there for 12, and there she is. She appears, Alicia, for Eve Mallet, who had a really good game as well, actually. I should have mentioned her in the running for best players today. Carragher, she had a great game as well, actually. Has had a great game, still playing well. Great run all the way, bringing it up to McEntee and going forward if needed for a little bit of support there. She's had a really strong game at the back. Good switch of play, and they get it out to McCreesh, who takes it easily. And most of the players in that area of the field now, they're all back. And Henderson tries to swing one over, but hasn't really had the shooting boots on in the second half. 1.5 minutes extra played then. Can't be too much longer. The referee not going out to the middle, which makes me think he's going to blow up here. He's looking at his watch. No, a little bit of play. It must be 2 minutes, so maybe 20 seconds left. And that's Emma Hart still fighting to try and get possession, but fighting too much. It's a free. 3:16.18 then. Brawley, off she goes. Chased by the sub, who was clearly told, when you go out there, follow her. And Brawley puts it into Coyle. That is the route that they've been taking the last 10 minutes or so, but good defending by another of the subs. So for Armagh, the subs have come out and done a job there. 17 and 27. That's Mia McLaughlin, Mullabrack, and Mia Brennan before that, also from Mullabrack. And they've tried to curtail that Derry attack, but they still persist, and we still continue. Well, I suppose there's been quite a few substitutions, maybe that's the extra time. But Derry not giving up and trying to get a score, and they try the different angle over to this side, and that's one of their subs, actually. That's 21, isn't it? And it is. And that is Janie O'Kane from Sean Dolan's. Gets her free. Or rather, it's been brought over to the middle, actually. Maybe it was an earlier infringement.
Ali, bring it to the ref. Bring it to the ref.
Yeah, we're well over now. 3 minutes now extra played. Thought it was 2 going to be, but 3 it is. And this, you would think, might be the last kick of the game. Annie Duffy then from Steelstown. And Annie seems to be thinking goal, or would she just take her point? She lobs it in there, and it nearly went in, but square ball. The referee saw someone from Derry in there. 63.5 minutes gone, and we still play on. And it's Milanofi leaving it off and trying to get it back again, but it's snatched away. And I think there might have been a stray arm there, so she got the decision. And Derry putting up a really spirited finish to this game, and it's Brawley, of course, trying to get her own score from there, and she's capable of it, but that goes harmlessly wide in the end. Coming up to the 64th minute, finished coming into the 65th minute then. Absolutely right now. Lily O'Neill with the kick out, and it's a good one. And still we go on. So I was completely wrong about thinking there might be 2 minutes. McBennett picks it up for Armagh. Delivers the ball over the top for Killyclogher, but Shannon Moore is there. The referee looks at his watch again. Turned over for Armagh. Is there a finish here? And it's Aoife Hagan from Pearse Oak, the number 2, getting up there. She'd love a wee score right at the end, but instead they are going to one of the subs, but it's gone to the left. There's actually quite a lot of wides in the second half. Referee blows the final whistle, and just coming up to 65 minutes, it's Armagh 3-16, Derry 1-8, and it's victory for Armagh in the 2026 Ulster Minor Silver Final here in Killyclogher, with a very comprehensive win and some very, very good football. They were the favourites, and they have indeed won it. And I'm going to give the player of the match to their number 5, Erin Mullanaphy from Clan Erin, who impressed me right throughout the game. The forwards always get it, don't they? But Erin, to me, worked really hard throughout the game and epitomised their excellent defensive, spirited defensive play. They were really vibrant at the back and energetic, and right from the start she was intent on not letting anything get through, and played very well throughout the game, and was up to support the forwards as well. So let's give it to Erin Mullanaphy. So we'll have the presentation. There she is. We'll have the presentation of that and the cup as well over on the far side, I'd say, in the next 5 minutes or so. But I'm going to stop talking here because I've done enough talking and have more to do in the second game. So you can watch the pictures here, and we'll pick it up when the presentation starts, when they get over to that far side. So Hugh Devaney is getting ready to speak. Hugh from Donegal, and he will start.
Ladies and gentlemen, Vice President of Ulster Council. It's an honour and privilege for me to do the presentation here today. First of all, I'd like to thank the club for the use of the facilities here. And I'd like to thank the staff for being so good to us the minute we were down in the morning. They looked after us exceptionally well. So thank you very much to the club for looking after us well. There's a great touch in a great game of football. But given from Derry's day, but before I want to do the presentation, the player not toward goes to number 5, and
Well, that was a popular one, judging by the reaction just of the captain. She was very happy to see her fellow wing back go up and get that award. So Erin Mullanaphy from Clonaireann, player of the match in this Ulster Minor silver final, and well deserved as well.
I'd like to thank the referee, umpires, linespeople and course officials for a job they've done today. It's never easy, the can't please everybody can only do their best, so it's a very good job today, so thank you very much, folks. To visit to Derry on losing this match today, I've done a presentation a week ago and 2 weeks ago around the 16 and the 14 level, and I've no hesitation in saying they're the best all-age teams I've ever seen come out of County Derry. And I wrote out there, your days not far down the road altogether, so it's some mighty proper amongst us. You can hold your head high to Derry girls. You played your heart out, and as I said, it just wasn't your day, but I've no doubt you can go home now and you're proud. Proud of your parents, your manager and your club. And now for Armagh, for any Armagh years, you said on the field yourselves today, you played some outstanding football, there were some great scores. And I've no doubt when you step up senior level, like the Armagh team at the moment, you'll have all the things that you'll be very listening to what I have to say. So Armagh, you said congratulations on your victory. And as I said today, you club, your parents and your county. And congratulations, I'll ask the captain and I'll come forward and do the presentation, please.
Well done the captain, Anna Lavery, and well done the player of the match, Erin Mullanaphy, and well done all in Armagh and their management as well for an excellent performance today. Very well drilled. I was watching their warm-ups from well before the game, and they're very well organised, and they've been building for a number of years. A really good squad of players there, and a terrific performance today. The result was never in doubt, so there you have the 2026 Ulster Minor Silver champions. And the Platinum final, which is the A final, if you like, the top final, is coming up directly after this on another stream there on Ulster Ladies YouTube. So as we just get this photograph taken here, I am going to say goodbye, and I hope you enjoyed the coverage, and please join us for the next game. It is going to be Down against Donegal. Starts at 2 o'clock, so we'll be on at about 5:02 or just before that. So in about 20 minutes with the A final, we hope you can join us then. But for now, it's goodbye.